If we're given the graph of the inequality and want to write the inequality, the first thing we want to know is the variable we're going to use and what number is where things kind of start and stop. So I'm going to go in and first fill those in. For this one, it's asking us to use the variable x. So in every single one of these, I'm going to use x. Notice this open dot is at -1, so I'm going to put -1. For this one here, again, I'm going to use x. The open dot is at 2, so I'm going to put 2. Then I have x again. The closed dot is at 3, so I'm going to put in 3. Here, the closed dot is at -2, so I have my x and I have my -2. And now finally, I just need to decide which inequality am I going to use, which symbol. A reminder one more time, if you take your inequality symbol and you open it up, if it makes the letter L, that says L less than. If your inequality opens up and does not make an L, then that one is greater than. On a number line, numbers that are less than, numbers that are smaller, are to the left on the number line. But as you move to the right on the number line, numbers are bigger, bigger, bigger. So this one here, we're going to the left, so the numbers are less than -1. So we want to use the symbol less than. In this one, the arrow's taking us to the right, and those are numbers that are bigger. So bigger numbers, that's greater than. Our numbers are bigger than 2. Our numbers are greater than 2. Now notice I do not have an underline because the open dot is the same thing as plain less than or greater than. But in these particular cases, both of these are going to be underlined, our symbols, because this signifies or equal to when it's a closed dot. Now we just have to decide less than or greater than. This arrow is going this way, and so that's heading towards numbers that are smaller, that are less than. So I want to use the symbol less than. My numbers are less than or equal to 3. This arrow is heading to the right, so I'm going to bigger and bigger numbers. So I want to use greater than. So my numbers are greater than or equal to -2. A shortcut that you do have to be careful of when you use it, because it only works when my variable is on the left-hand side. But if you take a look at this arrow right here, right, the arrow's pointing to the left. So notice if the arrow is pointing to the left, that's my symbol. In this one, my arrow is pointing to the right. So I have this symbol. In this one, my arrow is pointing to the left. See how that worked? And then this one here, my arrow is pointing to the right. Solid dot underlined, open dot not underlined.